Oh, oh man, what a morning. What a damn morning. Oh, I can't wait to talk to y'all. Wow. Cut this air on. Some air coming through this thing. Oh man. O O O M G. Man, check it out. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no doubt. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no doubt. No Diddy. OMG. Diddy. Man, y'all. So Kid Cudi talking about it may have been something in his water. He didn't want to drink it. That's really light. But the damn little Nas thing is way bigger, man. I was trying to bury the little Nas story, but I don't know what the media has against little Nas. But anyway, let me go to the chat and say what's up. We got Lois Cox up in the building out of Jersey City. Yeah. Jersey, what's up? Good morning, Don. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. And all that good stuff. I am your host with the most, Don Leasy TV. And if you can, everybody put the thumbs up for me. Me. That means like the damn video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, make sure it says all, and share me out. Woo! I got a story to tell y'all. I heard four felony charges were going against Little Nas. Yeah, we gonna get on that first since Lois Cox brought it up. And then we got personal protection in the building. Shout out to personal protection. Shout out to Rockstar Torn in the building. He said, yes, sir. He's speaking to Lois Cox. He said, what up, my player partner Don Neasy? And she's speaking back to him. But anyway, man, I got pulled over by the popo, man, on my bike. Oh, I got pulled over. I got a ticket and everything, man. They gave me a ticket, player. They gave me a damn no bike light for no bike light. Man, the police was messing with me, man. They pulled me. Hey, I recorded it, so I'm a put it out later on today. I recorded it because I had a feeling he was gonna f with me. I knew it because usually I wear a helmet. I don't have no light because I don't want the thugs or the criminals to see me coming from a mile away. That's why I don't put the light on. So usually every time I come across a cop and I say, "Hey, where you going?" I'm going to work. Where you work at? Down that way. I don't never tell him where. So he says, so I seen him put the lights up. At first, it was a defense mechanism. It was a defense mechanism. Every time I see a car on the street, because I ride on the street, because there's no cars out. So every time I see a car coming, whatever be in front of me or behind me, I jump on the sidewalk. So I jump on the sidewalk, then I seen the lights. I thought he was somebody trying to jack me, man, or trying to shoot me, or whatever. Police. So he's waiting for me to keep riding, but I'm hiding behind the van. But I see the lights, and I'm like, all right, it's the police. So I'm like, yo, 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 yo. He blurs up in front of me. And he just, before I can even get a word out, he jumps out the car. Once he jumps out the car, I already know he about to F with me, man. Because every encounter I had with an officer, they'll just say something verbal through the window. They can just say something through the window. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you good? Da, 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 over no light. So he jumped. I already knew he was on one. And he was like, You know I pulled you over, no lie. I said, yeah, I understand, man. He said, where you going? I said, work. He said, where you work at? I said, man, I don't feel comfortable telling you where I work at. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to answer no more questions, man. I see that you want my ID. He asked me to see ID. Let me see ID. First he said, let me see your ID. You know, I'm doing an investigation. You're not detained. You're not detained. He jumps out the car, aggressive. So my audio on defense mode. I'm like, come on, man, over a light, a bike over a light. You know what I'm saying? So, so I'm already on defense mode, man. So I'm like, damn, really? And then that's not it. So he takes the light. He's like, but then once I told him I didn't want to answer no question, he got pissed off. So he calls in on my plate, you know, on my license, whatever, says the number. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. So I'm thinking he just about to run me and then let me go. Nope, nope. So I pull out my phone. I knew it. I said, man, once he's, and then it was taking too long because I know I ain't got I ain't got no tickets, no warrants, nothing. So I'm like, he's gonna let me go. So I said, let me just film this. I had to figure it was taking too long. Sure enough, I hear cars pulling up. Boom, two cars. He called for backup. He called for backup. Two different cars, three different dudes come out. Hey sir, put your hands behind your back. I'm like, what I do? You got a knife and all this, and I don't want you to hurt me. And I was like, wow, bro. I said, y'all doing all this over a bike with no light? Really? I had to talk. I'm sorry, man. I can't hold that shit in. I know you ain't supposed to say nothing, but that shit is just. I just feel like it's unnecessary, bro. I'm telling you, I'm going to work. I work with you guys. Like that should have been it. You know, he was disrespectful to give a ticket. Right. All you got to do is give a verbal. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is give a verbal, and that's it. And then he was like, all you had to do when he gave me the ticket, he like. So they sit me on the man. They made me sit there. They made me sit there about 20 minutes, bro. They thought they had something. They was really thirsty, man. And then it's a helicopter flying in an area. I'm like, y'all ain't focusing. Y'all need to focus on the helicopter. Like, the hell are y'all messing with me for? And you know, I'm just ranting. I'm ranting now. I'm sitting on the curb, mad now. I'm like, damn, man. Y'all see, I'm clearly a damn nerd. It was a power trip. So when he gave me a ticket, he was like, yeah, you could have just talked to me, but you told me you didn't want to answer no questions, so I wrote you a ticket. I said, oh, you wrote me a ticket because I pissed you off because I didn't want to give you no information. Yeah, you seen. He said I was passive aggressive. You was passive aggressive. You came with a passive aggressive attitude, and I'm like, wow, damn, dog. I know I was wrong. I should have had the light on, had a light, but I ain't rolled with a light for 3 years. Like I said, most police they just keep going. They like, oh, he a nerd. Let the nerd go. This motherfucker, he was on a power trip. He was bored. He looked like he was frustrated. He wanted to whip my ass bad, bro, because he grabbed my arm like aggressive, like, hey, yeah, you know, let me get your ID. I'm like, damn, why you gotta touch on me? You know what I'm saying? Damn, do I look that damn aggressive or something? I scared that officer. He called for backup. He called for backup, bro. And I know where it came from. A week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I've been seeing this police. He looked like a cop. On my route, it's this cop. I know he's the cop because I seen him on Sunday. I confirmed that was him. I pointed at him. Anyway, he must have got pissed off. So I'm adding, it's all a conspiracy. So I see this tall, a tall, no disrespect, Caucasian male, about 6'4", skinny. He looked like a cop, bald head, looked like a regular cop. And he got mad. I could tell he got mad. He was looking at me when I was riding my bike, and I'm like, "The fuck you looking at?" You know what I'm saying? So I can feel his energy, and so I guarantee you, when I pointed him out, and I said, "Oh, because I seen him in daytime on Sunday." And I pointed at him like, oh, that's the same cop that seen on. So he must have told me, hey man, this is a suspicious guy, riding his bike. I'll guarantee you that's what happened, bro. You know what I'm saying? At least you created some content. Yeah, but I don't know. I bet you this ticket. I bet you it's like $100. I don't know how much this ticket is, but it is content though. I'm gonna give the. I don't know if I'm gonna cut it up and put it in a short first, and then put it out. I'm gonna figure it out. It's like about 10 minutes long. I should have kept recording after they gaffled me. You know what I'm saying? I should have kept recording after they let me go. I mean, uh, but I was just ready trying to get here. But man, they took. I don't even know if they told me everything's in your backpack. So I'm thinking my knife, my pepper spray is in my backpack. Hey man, they either they took it or they left it on the curb. Man, I was more worried about my phone. I'm like, where's my phone? You know. But they didn't stop the recording, so I got the whole 10 minutes. I don't know if y'all would hear me from. I ain't even watched the video. Wow. You know how much the ticket is? I don't know, Paul Brady. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not the victim, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the victim. It's just they was fucking with me. I am the victim. I am the victim. They could have. Most cops would have just, hey man, just make sure you get a light on your thing. If anything, I never even heard a cop say one time, even reference my light being me not having a light. They just look at me and say, hey, how you doing? Everything good? Everything cool? All right, you have a good one. Are you too? Boom. Last one that came across, he was just like, he was like, where you going? I said, I'm going to work. He said, where? I said, down there. He got mad because I didn't want him to tell him where I work at. That's all it was. He was mad that I didn't want to tell him where I work at. I shouldn't have to tell you where. So I said, I got to get first before I gave my ID. He said, he said, uh, let me get your ID. I said, I got to give you my ID over a bike? Over riding a bike? He was like, yeah, you need the light. I was like, all right, fuck it, here you go. I'm thinking he's just about to run me and that's it, bro. Nah, that motherfucker, boy, he was on one. Yeah, lucky I wasn't driving a Hyundai, right? They would have treated you like Rodney King. Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, man. Only reason they was one when they gaffled me, they was ready for me to exist. They was grabbing my hand all hard behind my back. I'm like, damn, I know how to submit. I know how to give up. I'm like, I'm giving up. I'm putting my hands already behind my back. He grabbing it all hard, putting it on there. I'm like, damn, you're not being arrested. You're just being detained. You're just being detained. You're not being arrested, buddy. You're just being detained. I'm like, damn. And I'm like, wow. Most times when you talk to these dudes and you talk to them real and you look at them, they know who's the criminals. So I'm like, and I just ran it for a minute. I'm like, man, y'all messing with a nerd. I start talking too much at the end, you know what I'm saying? But I just couldn't, I couldn't believe the motherfucker gave me a ticket, bro, because he was pissed off because I didn't want to give him no information. Wow. I gave you my information. Why you gotta know where I work at? Just because I don't want to have a long dialogue with you? That man. Yeah, he was tired. He must have been on a 16-hour shift or something, pissed off, or they was filling a quota. They needed to get a ticket to fill a quota so they can go eat some donuts and go sleep somewhere in some parking lot before the sunlight come up. I know how they work. I worked with these dudes doing armed security for years. You know what I'm saying? No, they would have treated you like Rodney King and all the kings in damn Africa. Yeah, they didn't give a hell. Yes, Seven Sages, a victim of circumstances. Yeah, man. Yeah, Shout out to them. They were doing. At first, they were doing their job, but it's like I respect that they pulled me over. But after that, after you know who I am, it's like you can let me go, bro. Like, come on, man. There's other bigger fish. It's real criminals out there to to chase. Man, I'm confessing to them. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd, bro. Like, I just go to work, come home. I was mad, bro. I got pulled over once for having a light on my bike. Damn, for real, for not having a light on your bike. Oh, you did? Identified cop. What's his name on the ticket? Yeah. Let me see. Wait, what's his name, man? Damn, I can't even pronounce it. Cala Calagus or some shit. Calagus? Something Calagus. Cal T Calagus. I ain't never seen no name like Calagus. Sloppy, they write sloppy, bro. I can't even pronounce his name. They say call Calagus or some shit like that. I don't know. But it'll be on the ticket, the printing one when I get it mailed out, I'll get it the real thing. Authorities should never be tolerated. This ain't Russian, right, man? It's like that pissed me off, bro. Cause I never had that before. I've been riding for 3 years, and man, all the cops, man, they be like, "Hey, all right, have a good one or whatever, be safe." They don't never be tripping about no damn bike light, bro. Like, come on, man. At 3:30 in the morning, um, they didn't know you were a celebrity. Oh man, I said, yeah. I said, this is content. I said, y'all gave me content. I said, I do YouTube, everything, and you can tell that body jerk. You know what I'm saying? The body jerk. And then you know how it is. A lot of them don't want to be filmed. They don't want to be filmed. He didn't want to be filmed. He wanted me to answer his questions. I'm like, I knew once he got out the vehicle, I didn't have a chance. He was aggressive. I said, man, your whole approach, he was too. I told him you was too aggressive. You jumped out the vehicle. No, I didn't. I said, watch when you watch that vehicle. You didn't even talk to me for 1 second out the window inside the vehicle. You jumped out. Once he jumped out, I already know what it is. Then you asking for ID, I already know what it is. They picking on you, Don. Yeah, yeah, they messing with me this morning. Well, they gave me content. I'm gonna put it out later on today. He wants to turn you into an informant if you have any information. I'm P Daddy, then I'm P Diddy, and then he'll let you go. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They was messing with me this morning, bro. And now I got a light at the house. Now I gotta go find the light. I'm not buying another one, bro. I'm not buying another one. It's somewhere in one of them boxes I got. I gotta go find it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put the light on. I got punked. They put it, I don't want another ticket. Then they gonna arrest me next time. Did they know you were recording? The first officer did, but when they was putting me behind my back and all that, I don't know if they knew if it was still running. I don't think they knew it was still running. I don't think they knew it was still running. So what y'all think? Y'all think I should report his ass? You know what I'm saying? People always have negative things to say about police officers. Tell you need them, and then they okay when you need them. Hey man, I work with the police, bro. I'm a security guard, bro. You know what I'm saying? I work with them. I know it's cool ones. I know it's assholes. I just came across an asshole, bro. I came across an asshole. You know what I'm saying? I just came across an a-hole, bro. That's all. I just came across an a-hole. Majority of them never tripped on me on no damn bike light. But they had me. I mean, what else can I do? I can't really, you know what I'm saying, fight it. And I didn't have no light. He just wanted to talk to me. Why you want to talk to me at 3 something in the morning? You know what I'm saying? On a dark ass street. I don't know you, dog. You scared of me. I'm scared of you. You the one that got the gun. You know? That's crazy. Yeah, hey, that's my auntie. That's my auntie Shaky. I love my auntie. That's my auntie. Damn, I've been talking about that for like 20 minutes. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get to the content, Mr. A-Ho Popo Man. So yeah, this leads into I have a question. Is it correctable offense or how much is it? I don't know. I haven't Googled it yet. I don't know. I just got it this morning. Um, it's a 21202 CDC. I gotta Google it. I don't know. I don't know. And he said, and he put the speed. He put the speed. I just looked at this. So it was a 25 zone, right? He said I was going 15 miles per hour up a hill. Like, I mean, no, I was going downhill. So I wasn't going no damn 15. The most I go on my bike is maybe 10, maybe 11 miles the max. That bike is an old bucket bike, bro. People ain't criticizing all. I love the police, man. It just, it just some of them are assholes. Some of them think they are bigger than that they're God. That they're that just that you always have cool cops and you got assholes, man. This is how it is. And then sometimes depending on how many hours they've been working all week, that has an effect on them. You know what I'm saying? And they get more agitated. So by me not wanting to talk to him, I agitated him when I didn't want to give him my work information. That should be my right not to tell you where I work at. So you can harass me at my job or something. I don't know what you're gonna do if I tell you where I work at. You know what I mean? Now you pull me over for no damn light. Well, I've been talking about this for 20 minutes. I'm mad. Oh man, they got my ass. I can't wait to show y'all the video. I'm gonna edit later on. I'm gonna edit it later on and put it out, man. They got your boy, man, for a big ass. I don't know how big the ticket is, man, but that's scandalous, man. That's scandalous, homie. And then if I don't sign it, what? I go to jail. And if you don't sign it, you go to jail. I'm like, oh wow, let me sign this shit. So I wanted to go to jail. I just knew they was gonna lock me up for some reason. I just like, even though I know I didn't do nothing, the way they came so deep, three. Well, it was him and then two other cars. I'm like, wow. That dude was scared of me, bro. He was really scared of me. Wow. He really thought I was a criminal. Damn. And you could clearly look at me and tell I'm a nerd. Like, and when you talk to me, you can tell. Use your comment. You ain't got no. He ain't got no street sense. You know what I'm saying? A regular cop, and he was a sergeant. He had three stripes. And he's well, no, I'm sorry. Is he a three stripes? Is that a lieutenant or a sergeant? I don't remember. He had three bars. So was that a lieutenant or a sergeant? I don't know. Shit, but yeah, man, that's some sucker stuff, bro. Let's be real. They need to recruit in other resources. Let's get a lot of dudes who got their ass. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like they that jacked up scary popo, right? Yeah, man. Out there just thirsty for a ticket. And I know what it be. They probably didn't write no tickets in a long time. And whoever the lieutenant or whatever the police chief is like, we need more tickets. You haven't done no tickets in about a month. And they see me, I'm like, oh shit, let me get this dude. He jumped out. Usually they just like talk to you from the window, and that's it. I've been pulled over a couple of times, you know, no big deal. Or they look at me and they'll wave, I wave. It seems too drastic for somebody on a bike, right? On a bicycle, not no damn these damn electric bikes. They got all these people on electric bikes driving crazy. I'm on a slow ass old school yabba dabba do 10 miles per hour the most. Old man, I'm 100 years old. Just need a ticket, or he was going to lose his job. Right, right. He was low on quotas. His quota was low, and you could tell when the other officers came. I can look on their face. They was like, "It's some bullshit." when the two when the two Brown brothers pulled up, we looked at each other and they looked at me like, "That's some bullshit." I didn't even have to read them. And when I was talking, they had to look away at the while because they know what I was saying was real. They felt it. I could tell. I was looking at them. They was like about in their 30s, and I could tell they was looking at me like, this is some bullshit, bro. But they got to do what he say. He's the sergeant. Three bars indicate the rank of a sergeant, so he was a sarge. I'm asking, what if I want to see your supervisor? He is the supervisor. No, he's not. He got a watch commander. It's a watch commander that I could have called. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I was wrong. I didn't have the light on. But usually you give a verbal warning and that's it. He didn't have to give me a ticket. That's why I got pissed off. I'm like, ain't you gonna write me a ticket? Melody Nicholson said, Good morning, Kool-Aid. What's up? One bar is lieutenant, two bars means captain, three strikes means sergeant. Thank you, personal protection. Sorry, Sarge. Yeah, Sarge, man. Sarge. He gonna say, and at the end, he gonna say, you could have talked. Now you're talking to me more. I said, because, man, you're giving me a ticket. I think this is weak. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you would have told me, oh, I'm gonna give you a ticket. If you don't talk to me, I would have talked. I told him that. If you would have still stipulated that in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? I would have told you whatever you needed to know. But you gonna give me a ticket because I don't want to talk? That's weak. That was a power trip. That was all a power trip, bro. To size it up. And then now, all right, I'm done. I'm done. I got it off my chest. But I'm gonna talk about this to everybody at my job. What's up, Andrew? You know, there's gonna be content. I'm gonna be talking this to all my coworkers. uh, hey, sorry, Pop Popo, man. Right. And he don't know that if they would have roughed me up a little, woo, where I work at, oh, they would have loved to get content of that. They would have loved to get content of that. Oh, they would have loved that. That would have been content like a month for them. But look, I'm glad they didn't rough me up. But they was ready for me to be like, man, get your hands off of me and be all. They was ready to beat me up, bro. They was ready, bro. He called for the goon squad. They wasn't no big one. I was just exaggerating. They wasn't no big dudes. One was a big dude. One dude. He came. I didn't see his rank or nothing, but yeah, he was like, man, I just want to let you know that like you have a knife on you and you got to put your hands behind your back. I'm like, damn, I said, it's illegal to have a knife. No, I just want to make sure you don't hurt me. I said, I got pepper spray in my pocket too, but they don't know. Hold up. Nah, I ain't gonna show. I can't. So I can't. I forgot. I'm at work. We shut up. If you had been arrested, we would have bailed you out. Yeah, that's right, Lois Cox. What do you call a Mexican guy with no car? Jaquin. Shout out to my Hispanics, man. Much love. Um, divine underscore protect Sean. Uh, that was some weak stuff. That was weak, right, One? Yeah, y'all. For every 10 counters with the Popo, 75% negative. Man, ain't that something? That was crazy. They tried to get your boy this morning. They wanted to beat me up, man. They was ready. He called for reinforcement for a bike. For a bike rider, bro. A bike. A person that you can see when you pull me over, you know what I'm saying? You could just see how I talk and how I act. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have just gave me a warning, bro. That was a power trip. I love the police, some of them too, man, but it's some of them that just take the job too far, and he's one of them. He's one of them. That cop right there, he's very aggressive, bro. That sergeant, he's too turned up. He's too much of a veteran to be jumping out the car like that, man. Somebody pissed him off before he got to me, and he taking it off on me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like I said, maybe his superior got in his ass about getting no tickets, and I was just happened to be the damn scapegoat, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was the one he was like, got me one. That's how it usually goes. I'm telling you, I work directly with them. I'm telling you, these dudes are stressed out, bro. What's up, life with Tasharia in the building? Hello. You would think the officers would patrol the area you have seen you before and left you. Right. They see me, man. They see me, man. I'm telling you, it's that one cop that I seen a couple of times at that ATM, and he probably felt threatened. He's like, "Who's this guy riding his bike, and I'm getting money from the bank? Who's this black guy?" You know, you know what I mean? And he probably told him he had to, man. I'm believing that, bro, because I seen him on Sunday, and I looked directly at him, and I pointed at him like that, like I seen you before, and he probably mad. He like, damn, he identified me, dude. That's the same fucker. That's the same effort that I seen at the ATM. I'm gonna get him. But he be getting off work, so he probably told the dude on the he told the other dudes, coming in, hey man, watch out for this one guy. He rides his bike on whatever street. Weak move on their part. Right. The police are there to protect and serve, protect themselves while they are served. You're asking for a whooping, right? The same cop, the movie on a house party. One cop they put on a kid in the car. Yeah, you think? Yeah, man, they was ready to beat me up, y'all. All right, this is Lee. All right, Lee. All right, I guess I got it off my chest. I got it off my chest, man. Make sure y'all be on the lookout for that video. I might do a short first and then let the whole unedited video out. It's like 10 minutes long. You know. Wow. So be on the lookout for that. The same. All right, let's get to the little now. Damn, I talked about that for the half damn for most of the live. I had to vent, bro. I had to vent, man. Man, I had to vent. So he got caught up with the police, but he was more in yeah, he was walking with it to dun it on. They should have been there's more people like little Nas out there and they up here messing with me on the bike. There's a lot of people walking down the street talking about na 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 na. Power on. Bluetooth mode. There's more people like him, and they want to mess with little old me. Yeah, bald head. Yeah, because I had a bald head. But a lot of them got bald heads. That's what I don't understand. Why is there a bald head discrimination here? I'm bald headed too. I can't grow no hair no more. Connected. Do they mess with the wrong month? Right, we about to declare war on this damn thing, Seven Sages. It's all good, man. It was content, but I just felt messed up at the time. I'm like, damn, really? You gonna give me a ticket for this? Like, you could have just said, all right, man, next time, just put the light on. That's it. But he had every right to do what he did. But all that extra stuff though, you know, detaining me and all this stuff and questioning me for, that's weak, man. Over a bike stop, over a light. That's crazy. Fair use.
His family, they were here ready to support him with everything he needs upon his release.
Your case could be set for preliminary hearing setting.
In the courtroom today are members of Mr. Hill's family. They were here ready to support him with everything he needs upon his release.
We're going to set bail at $75,000, and if he makes that bail, he's ordered to not own, use, or possess any.
Hold on, let me get another one. Let me get the E Entertainment one, or is this one? I don't do the Fox. I'm gonna do this one. E and the same thing, same E Entertainment. Shout out to E Entertainment. Let's get a repeat. What happened? Did a helicopter try to take your bike? Right, man. It was a helicopter too. Y'all gonna see it was I don't know if I got it on. I try to show it. Man, them motherfuckers, man, they did me cold, dog. I'm mad.
Mr. Hall, you have a right to a speedy preliminary hearing. Do you understand and give up that right?
Yes. After spending 4 nights behind bars, Lil Nas X, in a blue jail-issued jumpsuit, stood emotionless behind a secured area as he pled not guilty to 4 felonies, including 3 counts of battery with injury on a police officer. If convicted, he faces years in prison.
Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that.
The 26-year-old reportedly punched...
Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. That was funny. Yeah, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna have to pay for that, whatever that ticket is. Damn. That's my ass. With little
Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that.
That's me.
The
I'm gonna have
26-year-old
to pay for that.
prison.
Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that.
Uh-oh.
Pay for that. Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that.
That's me.
The 26...
Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that.
The 26-year-old reportedly punched a police...
Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that.
The 26-year-old reportedly punched a police officer in the face twice after being spotted by TMZ.
Wow, I didn't know he punched the dude in the face twice. Damn, he punched the cop. So they got the video probably of him punching on the cops. Boom, boom. Pulled you over, but let all the drunk drivers in the car go. Right. All the drunk drivers in a helicopter flying around in the area. And they worried about me and a bike. He just wanted to be nosy, bro. That's all it was. He just wanted to know who the hell I was. And that's it. By me blowing them off I don't want to answer no questions where I work, I pissed them off. That's the bottom line, y'all.
Wandering the streets in nothing but underwear and cowboy boots.
I actually know of no evidence that drugs were involved. He's won 2 Grammy Awards.
Ironically, Lil Nas X's Industry Baby video shows him in jail with both those Grammys. Today, he posted the $75,000 bail and agreed to abstain from illegal drugs and also attend 4 Narcotics Anonymous meetings.
Damn. So he paid about $7,500, which ain't, too much for somebody that's a 2-time Grammy Award winner. And he probably, got some money still locked, still got some money. So $7,500, and he gotta stain for illegal drugs. He gotta attend some NA meetings. It's not bad. Pull over. Yeah. 7 seconds. Andrew said the first one, and 7 seconds said that's what that cop said to Dom because you didn't get your work information. Yeah, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. That's what the cop told me. He told me in a sense, basically because I didn't want to give him my information or where I work at. I didn't want to answer no questions. You're gonna give me a ticket? Wow. That's true. He's worth $25 million. What's up, Ice? Yeah, man, he got money, man. Little Nas got paper, bro. Fair use.
Meetings a week or enroll in an outpatient drug program. He's due back in court September 15th, and outside, his father said his son is
Oh, wow. His father interview. Listen to this.
He's going to get the help that he needs, and just keep him in your prayers, but he's in great spirits.
Meanwhile, Britney Spears continues to spark...
I ain't gonna talk about Britney crazy ass. Yeah, man. Wow. So, yeah, man, he got caught up in some Little Nas. He got hit with 4 felonies, man. He punched that cop. Boom, allegedly twice. Boom. I didn't do that. I wasn't naked. Rich people be bored, right? They be bored in the mug, huh? They're like, damn, I already have everything I want. Like, what else? What other adventure can I get into, huh? Nah. Nah. Hey, you coming to the party? Hell no, I ain't going to no party. Hell no. Here we go. Let's watch it one more time. This is what happened. This is why he's been locked up, ladies and gentlemen, for this right here. The nah.
Started talking to some law enforcement sources and became a much different story. And we thought, well, Lil Nas X has an album coming out.
Right. It almost looks like a music video.
He wasn't saying anything really bizarre in the video. We're going to play some of it for you in a second. It just seemed like sort of Lil Nas X antics.
Right.
It turned out to not be that because there were enough people, even at 4 a.m., who saw this going on and were concerned and called the police. We will tell you what happened when the police showed up, but here is just a little bit of what witnesses were seeing at 4 a.m. on Ventura Boulevard.
Nah. Hey, don't be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. Nah, go ahead, babe.
Go ahead, babe.
Nah. Go ahead, babe.
And there's a couple more times he referenced.
Go ahead, babe. Man, hey, I wasn't naked like that dude, man. I had on all my clothes. Man, I'm shaking up behind that. I'm pissed off, y'all. Lil Nas X cowboy boots hit eBay for $10,000. Yeah, let me show you that. Shout out to Seven Sages. Yeah, I think I got that article somewhere, Seven Sages. Hold up, let me find it. I got that picture. Yeah, man, he ain't lying. Them boots went up on sale, dog. Them boots is smoking. Here they go. Well, that's not it. This is it, but it's not. You can't see it. That's not it. But you can kind of see it. But I got a whole better picture of it. Out there, here it go. Bam. Yeah. Little Nas X, these boots were made for auction. So he left his boots. Okay, let me time out somebody here. Put you on time out for 24 hours. Now, say N-word that. N-word that. The Lil Nas have that na outfit when he punched the popo. Hey, by time the police came, they said he was butt naked. They said it's a video. I think I got it on TMZ. I got it right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. Yeah, by the time they roll, let me put it up. Let me take all this stuff off real quick so you guys can see. Look, he butt naked. He butt naked by the time the police come right here. The drawers is off. You crazy. Mason, look.
My money ain't. Let me get this straight. Wait, I'm the rookie? But my features and my shows 10 times just paid. 50K for a verse, no.
Man, you almost getting hit by cars, man. He in the middle of the street. Rapping and stuff. Look at him in the middle of the street, man. Butt naked. Butt naked. Listen.
Cause my money ain't. Let me get this straight. Wait, I'm the rookie? But my features and my shows 10 times just paid. 50K for a
Man, the
verse.
truck almost hit his ass. That truck almost hit him, man. He lucky that truck didn't hit him, man, before the cops got there. He been, no, my back, my neck. He said, whoa. In defense, there was heat. It was a heat wave. It was a heat wave out here in LA. But the heat don't make me, it never made me jump in the middle of the street like this.
Let me get this straight. Wait, I'm the rookie? But my features and my shows 10 times.
He rapping and shit.
Just paid 50K.
Man, that truck almost hit his ass.
First no album.
Damn, he still. Damn. Wow. He was out there. Look. Little Nas. Damn. He facing real felony charges, y'all. Like, damn. See, kids, what happens when you use drugs? You might end up fighting the police and then they charge you with 4 felonies. That's crazy. What point is he trying to get across? I don't know. Yeah, don't use drugs. That's what he's trying to do. What type of drugs Nas take? I don't know. His father says that he wasn't on drugs. So maybe he had a mental breakdown. I don't know. To do this type of things. Either he could have just had a mental breakdown. But I think it's rugs. But it could be he could just had a mental breakdown. It's all allegedly. It's all allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Wow. They try to get me like this morning. They wanted me to be butt naked like him, man. They was mad. They're like, damn, he's not butt naked. We can't do Little Nas X him. Too much money, too much drugs to do that, right, Mason? Mason, to do this type of things, yeah, man. He had to be on something, man.
Cause my money ain't. Let me get this straight. Wait, I'm the rookie? But my features and my shows 10 times as paid. Think you came for a verse, no album out?
No album out. He was busting her. He was rapping her. He was rapping his ass off. No busting, huh? All right, enough of that one. All right. He was rapping, dog. He was rapping, man. But yeah, so he got caught up, and then we got another clip, from Fox. From Fox. We're saying that we got content here. Here we go. Fair use.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. What a difference just a couple of months can make, because you have Little Nas X, who is used to the cameras flashing, but now a different look of Lil Nas X, as he pled not guilty to felony charges. Bail was set at $75,000 after a bizarre incident that was caught on video. He assaulted police officers, allegedly. This was just a bizarre scene that played out, and now being forced into rehab. Let's continue to talk about it a little.
Wow. The chat says, Bigfoot says, size 13, pointed toe. That's why if it were a regular boot, he's probably 11. Dana Utley laughing. Bigfoot, I wear a 14 boot, no point, but I'm tired. I tried. Wait, I have to wear like it's 16. Oh, so you got to have bigger boots. Okay, I feel you. Fair use.
A little more.
We say next time Nas X had an Eric Bonet moment with no shoes.
Bring in TMZ's Michael Babcock with the latest. And Michael, this goes from his hit song Old Town Road
I get Eric Bonet mixed with Maxwell. I don't know why. I know they two different dudes. But I get those dudes mixed up for some reason when I listen to their music. They kind of have the same melody, but they don't look alike at all. I ain't heard it not Little Nas X that one song.
Old Bad Road, baby. Wow, this is bad. Hey, Mike, you know
what? Life with Tasharia don't never say nothing. She said, those look like girl boots. A woman says that look like girl. A real woman says those are girl boots, y'all. I'm a rhinestone cowboy.
You're not kidding. And I think, we saw the images that came out Thursday morning. The incident happened in the early morning hours, Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And it was Lil Nas X in a cowboy hat and just underwear. And I think a lot of people looked at him like, this must be some sort of promotion for an album or something that Lil Nas X has going on. Not the case at all, Mike. And ultimately, he is arrested.
To his boots. You really want to know? We got the article. Yeah, we got the article. Hold on, let's read it. Let me read what it tell you with the dude that see left them in the streets. The police left them in the streets. The police left them in the streets. The police left them in the streets, bro. Yeah, the seller that stopped actually started rolling on the pavement, but he had given too far away to capture the fiasco. So yeah, this dude that was recording, basically the one that was recording got the boots. The one that was recording got the boots. That's what happened, just to sum it up. So the dude that was recording, he got the boots. Lucky him. They look like they grew boot for real.
Arrested by police officers in LA. He is taken to a hospital because they feared he was overdosing, that he had actually OD'd and something was wrong with him, where he wasn't thinking clearly. Well, ultimately, Mike, they take him to a jail in LA where he stays Friday, Saturday, before finally seeing a judge this morning. Equally as this morning, Mike, we didn't know, is it a misdemeanor case? Is it a felony case? charges weren't clear. Well, now we have found out that it is 4 felonies that he's facing. 3 counts of battery on a police officer and 1 count of resisting arrest. Again, all felonies. Obviously, felony charges carry significant prison time if he is ultimately convicted. Now, $75,000 bond is what the judge set, and obviously that won't be a problem for him. He's got the money, so he will post and he will be released. But now he's got a really serious criminal case on his hands here. Yeah, definitely really serious.
Damn. That's crazy, man. Now he risks being a felon because of whenever, if he had a mental breakdown or because he didn't take his meds, or 2, you know, he took somebody laced him with something. 1 of the 2, man, gotta be careful, man. Sound like they have trumped up his charges, man, for real. Dana Utley, the one that was recording, got paid. Right, he did. Them boots was evidence. Wow. Right one. Mason, I see Nicki Minaj had the same boots. They look like they grew a boot for real, for real. Them look like Beyonce boots. Damn, huh? Right. What's they called? This ain't Texas. Oh, we don't hold them. Hey, we go down, 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 down. Oh, this ain't Texas. We don't hold them. Hey. Damn, for real, no, I never thought about that. That's good. Yeah, we roasting y'all roasting his boots. Y'all crazy in the chat. It's a mental case. It might be, Dana. It might be. His father said he don't use drugs, so I trust his father. But you just never know. You just never know, man. In this Hollywood era, or this Hollywood place, yeah, it's full of drugs here, man. And you can easily get caught up and be on the streets like him. He'll get a high-profile lawyer into a plea for a lesser charge. I hope you right. I hope you right, Seven Sages, because it'd be messed up if he get a conviction felon, be a felon over just one incident. He don't have no criminal record, you know. So hopefully they'll drop it to misdemeanor. I hope, you know what I'm saying. Holly weird, man, you know. I just wonder who he pissed off in the industry. That's what I want to know. Who did Noodle Nas piss off in the industry? Because, man, they on his head, boy. No Diddy.
So, I mean, the hard charges there are the assaulting of the police officers. Now, Michael, I mean, is he and his lawyers going to try to stay behind maybe the look of, look, this guy was intoxicated, he was on drugs, he wasn't in the right state of mind. I mean, what are they going to play out now? Yeah, that's, before a court today, I said to myself, that I would imagine is route they're going to take here. He wasn't, thinking clearly because perhaps he took XYZ. But then in court, his attorney very clearly said, look, I don't know that alcohol or drugs are playing any part here or make up, are a component of this in any way. So it seems to me like they might not be going in that direction. Now, could they go and say, and maybe this is true, Mike, so I don't want to seem like I'm casting doubt on it, but that he had some sort of mental break or he was having some sort of issues where thinking clearly, but it wasn't the result of alcohol or drugs. Maybe that's the way they go, because ultimately at the end of the day, being drunk or high or whatever it may be is not an excuse to break the law, right? Perhaps
he looks sad when he behind that cage. He like, damn, like I was tripping. I feel bad for him, man. He looks sad. Y'all don't see it, but he looks sad as hell, man. He looks sad behind
it
that
as a
cage.
reason why it happened, but it's not a a get out of jail free card. So, but I think bottom line, Mike, it didn't sound like that's the direction they were leading in. Although I will be really this here because look, the are clearly saying, look, you had police officers who were trying to make sure this guy was okay, and they ended up getting hurt, and because of that, he's going to have to pay the price. Yeah, absolutely. It'll be something to see just how this case evolves, and we'll wait on the very latest. We know TMZ always continues to break it down. Michael, thanks so much for joining us, as always, giving us a...
Wow. That's crazy, man. See how fast you can have the media machine behind you, and then that fat, man, just that quick, boom. You know, Little Nas also has Satan shoes. I seen a picture, but I couldn't confirm if they was trying to put them out on sale. I remember seeing that years ago. Shout out to my auntie. My auntie just gave me the clue. The sign says she have a great day, everyone. Shout out to my auntie Shaky. That's my auntie. That's my auntie Shaky. I love my auntie. Man, the police trying to get your boy today, man. They tried to get a player, man. They gave a player a ticket, man, for riding with no light on the bike. And then they try to detain me. They detained me, man. I got it all on tape. I'm going to put it out later. I got 10 minutes of it. And I might do a short on it. I'm going to chop it up. You know I'm going to use this content. Shout out to Lois Cox. She said, see you later. Shout out to Life with Tasharia. See you later. She said, take care. Thank you. She said, take care, everyone. You too. Shout out to Life with Tasharia. Go to her channel, her fabulous channel. So make sure y'all be on the lookout. Make sure you hit that subscribe and hit that notification bell. Make sure it says all so y'all can see this video later on. You know what I'm saying? Of the police. I ain't gonna say what department. Y'all gonna see it in there. And hey Don, fight the power. Like Chuck D said, yeah, man. They gave your boy. I was wrong. I should have had a light, but usually they give you a warning, man. That cop was thirsty, man. That sergeant was thirsty. And he need to fill the quota, allegedly. Andrew, shout out to Andrew, shout out to Brittany Tears, shout out to One, shout out to Mason. Ali in this thing. Shout out to Lois Cox up in the building. Shout out to she said she's from New Jersey City, yeah. Shout out to Dana Utley. Shout out to everybody in the damn bushes. Shout out to Bigfoot underscore Bigfoot underscore. Shout out to everybody in the bushes. Shout out to One. Shout out to Andrew. Shout out to Government Name. Shout out to everybody. Divine underscore Protect underscore Shine. Shout out to Personal Protection in the building. Shout out to Rockstar Towing. Pull up on Rockstar Towing. They was trying to tow my bike. They was trying to tow my cheap bike this morning, man. Shout out to Melly Nicholson. Shout out to Hafu. Shout out to Hafu. Shout out to everybody out there. Make sure y'all pull up on me Monday through Friday, 4:45 a.m. West Coast time, 6:45 a.m. Central time, and 7:45 a.m. East Coast time, Monday through Friday. Pull up on your boy, Patty Brownlee, signing off, finding something to listen. Poor baby. Peace to everybody. Shout out to Paul Bradley. I know he was clowning me or whatever. Shout out to Dan Lewis, you know. Shout out to Babyface Punk. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to y'all, man. Make sure y'all pull up tomorrow. We gonna continue this dope content. Whatever happens, you know, I'ma be next. I'ma be on, you know, whatever that's on. I'm not loyal to no topic. I talked about myself for about a whole 30 minutes in the first part of the show about being harassed by the damn po-po. Are you going to be on California Bad Boys? What you going to do when you come for you, right? Bad boys. Right, Seven Sages. I mean, one said that. We got to fight the power. Let me hear you say, fight the power. Captain Blackbird, get on it. Get down, get down on it. Dun, get down on it. Sha-la-la-la-la-la. Yeah, they was trying to get down on it, man. The police was trying to get me, y'all. Y'all gonna see the video later on. All right, y'all, I gotta go. Mwah. To all the ladies. Oh yeah, Little Nas X got got charged with 4 felonies. We seen him in court. He looked sad and pitiful. He woke up like, damn, I was doing all this. Yes, you was, Little Nas X. Damn. All right, y'all. And then I got pulled over on my bicycle because I had no light. And then just because I didn't want to answer no questions about where I work at, he got pissed off and gave me a ticket and then called reinforcements. He called, it was like three against, maybe it was four, 3-against-1 or 4-against-1. They was ready to beat me up. All right, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all see it. Make sure y'all stay tuned in. Hit the notification bell because I'm going to drop that video today. I'm going to do probably a short first and then drop the whole 10 minutes. All right, y'all. I got to go. It's content. Mwah, mwah. To all the ladies and the single ladies, you get the leggy. Pow, 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 pow. And the homies, you get the pound. Poop, poop, poop. Uppercut. You know how we do. I love y'all. Thank y'all for pulling up. You know how we do. Okay, Don, bless you. Stay out of trouble. I'm going to try my best, man. I be trying. I'm a nerd. You know how we do. I love y'all. Pow, pow. You know. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Yay, yay.